Hi, welcome to INKA Surgical. My name's Chris Kaiser and I'm going to take you through how to remove a blunt blade from a finger ring cutter. I've got an example here of a recently returned finger ring cutter that has a blunt blade. So I'm just going to show you how to remove this with some ease. There's a number of problems you may encounter, and a lot of people do have issues with removing the blades. So we'll go through it briefly. The blade here, as you can see, is completely blunt, therefore it needs to be replaced. Traditionally, the easiest way when everything goes smoothly is you should be able to grab the blunt blade and with a light amount of force turn the handle anti-clockwise or towards you, and it should dislodge the bolt here. In this case, that's not going to happen. Sometimes I find it quite simplistic that you can just grab a towel, something like that, just to minimize yourself being cut and to turn the handle. Again, in this case, it's too tight, that's not going to work. So if you're alone and you haven't got anyone to give you any assistance, sometimes I find just grabbing a needle holder, something, or a plier that can apply a bit of force, just to turn that handle and break that lock there. And as you can see, we can now completely unwind that lever or that handle and remove the blade. I'll just disengage the needle holder, and here you will see we can remove the old blade set, complete with its collar, and cast that aside. When it comes to putting in the replacement blade, got one of our new INKA blades here as such. We also sell the collar sets, the new replacement collars, or in some cases you can remove the old ones and reuse them. For this example, I'll assemble the new one with a new collar set, and we put that together as such. So we set that together so it sits nice and snug together, and then the idea is to reassemble the blade to the handle. In doing so, what I generally want to achieve here is we've got the small hole on this side and the large hole on that side, and obviously that handle needs to come in on this side to screw into here. So what we do, we'll fit the blade in there with a collar set. Sometimes you'll encounter issues where the collar set is slightly thicker and therefore you need some assistance just to pry that open a notch to give you the room to slot that in. In this case, I'm just going to use a needle holder to give me some assistance here. And by just turning that screwdriver to the side, it just gives me that clearance to fit that in there. Then what we want to do, we just want to position and align that collar correctly with the hole here on this side and the groove on this side, so we can slot that handle in. And if we look here, the handle goes in as such. We find that center and we just turn that in until it turns no more. Once it's fully loaded, you'll see it'll engage the new blade, and if we turn it forward, it's back working. Now, just to make that final adjustment and to give that a slight over tighten so it sits there nicely, I'll grab the new blade, I'll just tighten it with some resistance against that blade to stop it from turning, and voila, we're ready to go. We've replaced the complete new blade in there, and it's working, it's turning forward, and it's ready to go. Thanks for watching.